So, arrived here, it was a bit of mess. I don't think the people who are organizing this launch has done like a unveiling before. The whole stage setup was really simple, nothing much, just two cars there. The videos were haphazardly cut. It's very short. Doesn't like bring out any meaningful whatnot. And then and then the media was made to stand on a very crowded area that we don't really see much if you're not tall enough, you know. And then of course sorry. So they just launched the Model Y, which is the sort of like the baby crossover, but it's not super baby. I mean, compared to the Model X, which is expensive. Basically, Tesla, they have two range. You know, they have the Model S and the Model X. These are the expensive ones, and then they have the Model Y and the Model 3. These are the more affordable ones, alright? And ever since they created the mega casting thing, it's like the biggest die cast piece ever, highest pressure to create that one piece, that single piece, which even Toyota couldn't do it. And they've drastically reduced the manufacturing costs of these cars. Alright, so they can drive the prices down. Anyway, the prices introduced in Malaysia is pretty good. It starts from 199, but 199 you don't get the car that was supposed to be a Tesla, because 199 you don't get any sort of advanced driving capabilities, self-driving capabilities, right? You need to top it up to 231,000 to get that feature, which is just a software being enabled, you know. Kind of sucks, right? Imagine someone can crack it. Anyway, then of course the high performance, the 3.7 seconds, which is as fast as this car, that one would only be 288 if you drive yourself, but if you want Elon Musk to drive you, it will be 320,000. Still considered sort of affordable, I guess. Now, one thing that people might not be able to accept, especially in Malaysia, would be the interior quality of Teslas. They have improved massively, but they are by no means the kind of interior that we're used to at this price point. You know, like, you know, a C-Class or a 3 Series, you know, or a Volvo, you know. But Tesla is different. That's their strategy. They are so different, you don't think along the line of your usual cars. You sit in a Tesla, it's as if you're sitting on your desk with your laptop screen opened. That's how it feels. It's so empty, there's wood, there's leather, and then just one screen there and a steering wheel. Nothing much. So you don't draw a direct comparison. Alright? Now they also say that they're gonna install a lot of chargers. wait. They say they are committed to the pledge of Malaysian government to have 10,000 chargers in Malaysia. So they are committed towards this pledge of Malaysian government to have 10,000 chargers by 2025. So Tesla wants to play a role in this, and together, and in part of this pledge, which they have fulfilled before this launch a few days ago, by installing 10 Tesla superchargers in Pavilion. Now, BMW was the first to start installing these chargers all across the country, the AC chargers, alright, during the hybrid eras. And they installed them in Pavilion, they installed them in BSC shopping centers, blah 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 blah. It cost them a lot of money to do this, but after they install, they're open to all electric cars or all hybrids. So you see Volvos charging there, you see Mercedes-Benz charging there. Oh no, Mercedes-Benz was the first to go into these shopping malls, right, during Mark Rain's era. And after that, BMW took it up. You know, it also cost them a lot of money. Not easy, I mean, because Mercedes and BMW are the big premium boys in Malaysia. And all the others, like the Japanese brands, Nissan or whatnot, everybody, Volvo, you know, they just stay back and let the big boys do this. And then, of course, is the private charging companies, Charge Zini, Charge EV. I do not know how many companies are there, Gentari, right? All of them installing their DC chargers as well, and I think most are DC and AC, you know. And then you see somebody go to Sunway and install all this. It's all for sharing. Everybody is doing this, part of the whole nationwide plan to have 10,000 chargers by 2025. The problem is Tesla's charger only works for Tesla. Yeah. How? And I believe Teslas can be charged on the usual. Come on, Myvi, speed up. Don't be an idiot. Go. Sorry. He or she looking for something in the car, not paying attention. Yeah. Anyway, I'm out. Sorry, it's a merging lane, and if I stop, I may not be able to catch up with the speed of the ongoing traffic easily. And if we both see one another, we sine cosine a bit. Either she speed up or she slow down, then we can merge safely, right? Anyway, yeah. So Tesla, you can use everybody's chargers, but everybody else cannot use your chargers. Of course, at this juncture, you're going to say mine is more advanced. There's only AC or DC, right? Yeah. I mean, if you're like Neo, you have a battery swapping station. That's a totally different thing. Yeah, so what is it? Anyway, I welcome more and more EV adoption, especially for daily use. Daily use should be an EV. For daily cars should be an EV. Nothing else, right? Smoother, quieter, no emission. That brings into my hatred for having a diesel lingering around me. The smell is horrible. Diesel, okay, there are clean diesels like Mazda's or the new Kia Carnival. They don't have smell, but I know they're deadly still, just that they don't have the smell. It's akin to someone having a cigarette walking around, you know, they just smell bad. Alright, so yeah, daily cars should be EVs. And let ICE be confined to sports cars, you know, long distance driving cars. Yeah. And I still agree with some of the smaller EV car makers' ideology that You don't need to lug around a 600 km, 800 km battery pack daily just to use 20-30 kilometers per day. It's heavy.
Recording complete.
Yeah, what I mean? You don't need, nobody needs a 500-liter fuel tank and you don't refill for a month, or you can continue driving all the way to Russia or China. No, nobody needs that, right? So I do agree that after a certain mileage, the rest is just a plus or a burden being carried, you know? Imagine you have a 300-liter fuel tank at the back. Every single day you fill it up to the brim. There's no need to, right? So for Malaysia, I think, yeah, for 400 km, 500 km, yeah, you can drive one shot to Penang, but you can't drive back still. You can't. Okay? You still need to charge. And DC charger is the way to go. Fast charging. AC at home. I do not know why the government, or maybe they are unclear, and our fire department say it's a fire hazard. My condo has natural gas pipelines. Which one is a bigger fire hazard? That or a silly AC charger? Come on. Right? Doesn't make sense. People, when they see new things, ooh, fire. We have so many electrical appliances, right? Anyway, yep, we need AC charging at home and then DC charger for public usage. Public chargers shouldn't even be AC. It should be DC only. Doesn't make sense to have a car parked there 6-8 hours. Doesn't make sense. Alright? It should only be DC for public chargers. Right, cheers.